Well, exams are over and there's no one holding me back now. And after the disappointing end of Project Scroll, I'm working on a new but still interesting new project. Now I wanted to work on something small to improve my game development skills, so I thought, RPG. Now you might be wondering, those things don't really go hand in hand, especially nowadays where damn near every AAA game is just this fat open world RPG. But hold on, I'll explain myself. Now I'm not gonna make a full scale RPG as I only want to spend a few months at most developing it. I only plan on taking elements from RPGs and just making it into a small game, which is kind of what they all do. They all take elements from RPGs. So I'm still not helping my case. But let me further explain. So the idea is that I was going to make a competitive game, but with turn-based combat. Imagine Pokemon Showdown, but with Dark Soul builds. And that the timer was going to be really short. So you had to pick and choose your moves really quickly, but still be smart about it. Hence the birth of Take Your Turn. However, I quickly changed from regular old turn-based combat to ATB combat. In turn-based combat, you have to wait for your opponent to take their turn, and you alternate between each other, such as games like Pokemon, Dragon Quest, and Persona. In ATB, every character has their own eternal timer, and once that timer is ready, you're allowed to attack, such as games like Chrono Trigger or the older Final Fantasy games. And this can change a lot of things. So instead of status effects lasting for a couple of turns, they now last for a certain amount of time. And different attacks can have different cooldown times. So will you chip away at your opponents with the volume of your attacks, or will you use big, strong, meaty attacks with the cost of a bigger cooldown time? Now, I have worked on the game a little bit. You can allocate your stat points, pick your moves, and attack your opponents, but it's in a very bare bones state and is very unfinished, especially visually, where I'd have to be doing a lot of UI art, which is also part of the reason why I wanted to make this game. I can improve on stuff like my UI design. For now, I plan on adding some art and a lot more moves to the game to spice things up, and possibly an extra stat that you can mess around with too. Most likely agility / speed. So once I'm done with the art and add in a few more things, the game is pretty much finished. Since it's a smaller game, obviously it will 100% not be that easy, and it's going to be a long and difficult journey. However, I think I'm more than capable of getting through it. I'll also be uploading more often since my exams are done, and they'll probably be a bit shorter since the game I'm working on is smaller in general, but I'm not 100% sure about video length. But I will be uploading more often, so expect to see more videos. And that's really all I have to say about what I'm working on right now. Anyway, peace, and see you guys at the next update.